If you're a Gaga and or a Britney Spears fan and you're easily offended, you probably shouldn't watch this video. Before The Legend of Time, there was always this question. Who's the better artist? Britney Spears, Lady Gaga. Everyone's trying to compare these two. Media, reviews, blogs, and walking around school, I'll hear random bitches shouting out who's the best. So as a fan of both artists, I decided to compile a list of the pros and cons of both Stefani Germanotta and Britney Spears and see who exactly is the best artist. Let's get down to business. Number 1, vocal ability. Everybody knows that Britney Spears is not a vocalist. She never produces any of her own music. I don't understand why everyone flips a shit when they say she lip syncs or she has a terrible voice and all this kind of stuff. She was never a Celine Dion or, I don't know, an Aretha Franklin, so I don't know why everyone's always on her ass. She didn't come out saying, oh, hey, I'm Britney Spears and I'm a singer-songwriter. She said, I'm Britney Spears and I'm a fucking pop princess. As a consumer, we're the ones that purchase her CDs. We made her into the celebrity and the goddess that she is. So then don't revert your statement and be like, oh my god. On the other hand, Lady Gaga came out the boat saying that that's what she did. She started off as a songwriter for Interscope. Of course she's gonna write her own music. I'm a mad fan of Lady Gaga's talent. I feel like vocally she's come a long way ever since the first album, HBO special. She did a little snippet of Born This Way a cappella and she killed it. Yes, Lady Gaga is clearly a better vocalist than Britney Spears, but at the same time, don't pretend like y'all have never liked a Britney Spears song. Number 2, dance ability. As a dancer, I have to say I appreciate Lady Gaga's efforts into wanting to learn the craft of dance. There are some moments where I want to be like, Lorianne, as a choreographer, honey, what was going through your mind when you thought that Lady Gaga should be doing pirouettes and grajetés across the floor? She still needs a tad bit of work, but I mean, at least she sings live when she's dancing. Sometimes I feel like the choreography is a little too basic for her. Hire me as your fucking choreographer because I can do a goddamn better job than Lorianne. I don't care what y'all bitches say, Britney slays in dancing. She's, you know, a little lately, and I don't want to be that person to be like, well, she had 2 knee surgeries and blah 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 and that's why she can't dance anymore. In her prime, Britney Spears slayed every single one of these hoes in the game. Lady Gaga still can't dance better than her, I'm sorry. And if she still looks a little rough and like she does that infamous trot. I can remember in the 6th grade when I used to sit at home and learn the Slay For You choreography, and I know I'm not the only one. That was that moment when Britney Spears got hot. Oops, I did it again. Tell me I wasn't the baddest bitch in elementary school when I was trying to do that choreography on the playground. Number 3, image. Britney Spears is hot as hell. Point blank, she's a pretty girl. Very all-American. I mean, now she's starting to get a little Photoshopped, and she does have the little lazy eye. Look at the Femme Fatale cover and you're gonna be like, oh, I didn't notice that. That's why she succeeded in the brand, because she has a nice image. These little monsters are gonna go fucking crazy right now, but Lady Gaga is not pretty. It's not in a mean way, but it's just the truth. She is not a looker, per se. So then she has to wear these outrageous outfits and this costuming and makeup and all this stuff to get noticed, which is perfectly fine because obviously the shit works. Like, clearly she's made her stamp as in the fashion industry. Wig, shoes, Hasa Gaga. However, I do have to point out that sometimes she takes it too far, and this is coming from a fan. Wearing Kermit the Frog dresses and meat and coming out in eggs and shit, that is not artistic. Go pay attention to Lady Gaga's old style. When she used to wear those like leotards and she had like the disco stick, that was original, but it wasn't pushing the limit. Now when she be doing this crazy stuff, I just want to be like, girl, sit down somewhere and just come out in a normal thing. And let me clock the tea on these shoes, because both of these bitches cannot walk. Y'all need to go look at the footage of Lady Gaga falling in the airport wearing those stupid shoes that don't have a heel. It's just the front part, and then acts all shocked when she's rolling on the ground. Britney Spears, on the other hand, honey, if you know your ass is not the best dancer at the moment, why are you wearing 6-inch Louis Vuitton heels in a performance and there's stairs and shit involved? Don't do that. I'm just tell both of their stylists to go purchase a fucking pair of New Balances for both of them so then they can be comfortable on stage and do the damn job instead of worrying about, oh my god, am I gonna fall down? Number 4, career longevity. Britney Spears has been in the game for going on 13 years, 7 albums, as opposed to Gaga's 2.5 albums, because I do not count The Fame Monster as an album because she only had 8 songs and she tried all of us. Not to say that Lady Gaga hasn't made the same impact as Britney Spears, But at the same time, you gotta give Britney Spears the credit for being here the longest. I do want to commend both artists on being able to transition their sound, however they do it in distinct ways. Lady Gaga's 3 albums are very distinct in sound. And I kind of also like when Lady Gaga got a little hood on us, like when she did Paper Gangster or Starstruck. Like, I want her to delve into that a little bit. Now Britney Spears, on the other hand, each album has been different, but she's also been able to withstand like the time shift in like music. I have to commend her or her producers for at least being able to stay current with the music, which is what a lot of artists have issues with nowadays. Christina Aguilera's CD flopped. Where's the last time you heard about Jessica Simpson? It's gotten to that point in her career where she doesn't have to do much to sell. Gaga still needs a little bit of time. About the future, I don't know, because Lady Gaga's crazy. She's admitted to doing crack and other drugs. She also overworks herself. Like, this lady, she's been on tour for like 3 years straight. I don't see her having a day off. I don't know if Britney Spears wants to continue. That's why a bitch had to buy tickets to her concert, because I don't know if she's gonna go on another tour. Number 5. Not making any sense. If you ever listen to their interviews, both of these bitches have lost their mind when it comes to communicating with the audience or their fans. I feel like Lady Gaga just likes to say shit just for the hell of it. In her V Magazine article, Lady Gaga quotes, "The past undergoes mitosis, becoming the originality of the future." Lady Gaga clearly hasn't taken science class, because that shit doesn't make any sense. And furthermore, why would you say that? Why can't you just say, "I love my fans and I can't wait to be original in the future"? And Britney Spears, on the other hand, comes around with this fake southern accent every 5 years. "Hi y'all." Then she wants to sound like a goat. "I'm so excited for my new tour. One day she wants to be from Louisiana, and the next day, I don't know, she wants to be a goat. Number 6. Insanity factor. I find it kind of ironic that when Britney Spears had her meltdown and everyone was hating on her, A, she produced one of her best records ever, because Blackout was probably one of her best albums to date. B, everyone was trying her so hard and she was saying stuff less severe than what Lady Gaga says on a normal day. We praise Lady Gaga every day for saying all these outlandish things, but when Britney Spears goes crazy and she shaves off her head, "Oh, she's a lunatic, she's gone insane." But if Lady Gaga does that, "Oh, that's artistic, oh, that's just normal." We as a society need to decide what is the state or the norm of being a regular person. Everyone else gets in trouble for doing anything outlandish, or they're always saying, "Oh, they want to be like Lady Gaga." Lady Gaga didn't originate this whole theater, extravagant clothing. Grace Jones, Madonna. At least Lady Gaga commends the people that she's stolen stuff from, unlike another relevant artist that starts with a B and ends with Beyonce. Number 7. Fan base. Now this is what's gonna probably get me the most dislikes or whatever, but I don't care. Lady Gaga's fans are brainwashed. Point blank. Now let me differentiate between that. Lady Gaga can say, "The sky is falling," and everyone will think that she's the next prophet for Christ, and I want to be like, this bitch is not God. When this Edge of Glory video came out, I'm not gonna lie, I did not like it. But on Twitter, if anybody said they did not like this video, they just got cursed out. People were saying they're gonna kill them and all this kind of stuff, when in all actuality, the video is boring. That's just my opinion, and I understand that. So don't get all mad at me. I know that there are some strong-willed Britney Spears fans that are very, protective of Britney Spears. And I kind of am the same way. But I would never go on Twitter and say I'm gonna kill you because you said you didn't like Britney's song. And most you could say is, you'll have the occasional Chris Crocker who's also a lunatic. In conclusion, the decision is yours. And I feel like, honestly, Britney Spears and Lady Gaga are in a completely different realm. It'd be nice to see a collab between the two, maybe. If you like what I discussed, please subscribe, comment below. I want to hear your opinions on this topic, or who you think is a better artist.